What's up, YouTube? This is the Mid-Range Game. We're back. I'm Brent. You always got my boy Dean in
What's up?
HD.
Yeah. Hey, but you got a new camera coming, dude. You got a new camera coming.
It's coming. That dadgum Rona won't even let you get a camera.
That's right. That's right.
But we got a big series starting tonight, the biggest series of the season. Lakers versus the Heat, NBA Finals, Game 1. Are you excited? What?
I'm stoked, man. I've watched pretty much every single game that there's been. I've maybe missed one or two, but Lakers, Finals, LeBron, the Heat, there's history there. Super stoked. So
Yes.
I figured what we could do today is instead of our normal preview of a series, we're going to play some true and false. Okay, here we go, Brett. Question 1. During the Eastern Conference Finals, Tyler Herro averaged 19 points per game. He will need to average 20 points or more for the Heat to upset the Lakers in the finals. True or false?
False. Just like you'll see in our breakdown before, I believe the three-headed monster, that's Dragic and Robinson and Herro won't have to carry the load and have to score average over 20 points. He'll score 20 points, I'm sure, but he didn't have to average it.
I am going to say the answer is true. I think Tyler Herro needs to be a really aggressive, look for his shot. He's probably their best playmaker. He's, throwing assists around all over the place, getting to the rack, shooting threes. I think he does need to average 20 points or more, continue his breakout in order for the Heat to upset the Lakers. But I like that we disagree. Question number 2.
Numero dos.
Numero dos. The Lakers need Danny Green to break out of his shooting slump in order for the Lakers to win the championship.
False. They've done it without him so far. They just need Danny Green to make sure he plays some defense, and that's what they really need him to do. Of course, you need to hit open shots, but I believe the big two there are going to carry the offensive load. And the little that he does offer offensively in previous series, there's other players that can pick up the 2 3-pointers that he's missing and stuff like that.
I'm going to say the answer is true. Before the last game, he was shooting like 25% or something crazy like that from like the field, period. He was airballing layups. He needs to break out of this slump. They need, other than KCP, who's probably been their third best player, which is scary to say on its own, they need Green with his defense because he has been playing good D. He needs to knock down shots. Does he need to shoot 50%? No. But he can't have game after game going 1 for 6, 1 for 7. And that's just from 3, let alone the fact that he doesn't go to the hoop, basically at all. So I think they do need him. I think they'll obviously be carried by LeBron and AD, but I do think Green needs to get out of this slump along with Kuzma, hit some threes, man. They go to that zone, which leads us into our next question. All right, Brent, number 3. The Lakers will struggle with Miami's zone.
True. That's because the Lakers, just what our last question about Danny Green, the Lakers have been wildly inconsistent on 3-pointers, and the zone, unless you can get down in the middle of it, tends to force you to have to take long shots. So the Lakers, other than LeBron, and LeBron is, if he's forcing 3-pointers, is not as consistent either. AD and LeBron, I'd say, are probably the two that should shoot threes. But I believe that the Heat will take advantage of the Lakers being consistent. Now, they've had hot games, but that's not every game. They're inconsistent on 3.
I think the Lakers will eat their zone up. So I say it's false. I don't think the Lakers are going to struggle. I think the reason they won't is because LeBron and AD could both play out of the high post. And LeBron specifically could get the ball, if they play a zone, he could probably get the ball right around the free throw line, and he will destroy them from there. He's the best passer in the league, I believe, and it'll just be like easy pickings for him. All right, Brent. Question number 4. You ready?
A numero
You
quattro.
forgot. You forgot what it was. That's amazing. Jimmy Butler is currently averaging 22 points in the playoffs.
Okay.
He needs to average closer to 30 for the Heat to upset the Lakers.
False. I believe that the Heat are the quintessential like teamwork playing type team in these playoffs. They get down the dirt and they've proven that they don't need a specific one guy to kill you, that they have been doing it by committee. Right now in the playoffs, Gordon Dragic is their leading scorer, and that guy can put the ball in the bucket. All right. So with Dragic averaging over 20, Jimmy Butler averaging over 20, Herro stepping up his game and getting 20 or a little less. I honestly don't think that they need, and when we're talking about averages, I'm not saying that Jimmy Butler won't have a 30-point game. I'm not saying that Dragic won't have a 30-point game. They both are capable, but I don't think they have to have it. I think they have to stick to team ball, and whoever's hot and whoever's getting the open looks, they need to hit their shots. And you don't have to have hero ball or anybody having to take on extra weight in order to try to pull the team across the finish line. They have to keep on playing that team ball.
I am going to agree with you. I think this is false. I think that if Jimmy Butler does start shooting even more and more and starts going for 30 every game, that actually works to the Lakers' strengths because it'll pull them out of what's been so successful. And I'm actually worried that Jimmy will try to do this, that he'll be like, look, I'm the star. I'm going to be a superstar. I'm going to lead us to victory. So I'm going to go out and go away from what's been working. You see it actually happen all the time in the playoffs. I'm hoping he doesn't, so it'll be a really competitive series. But I could see him doing it. And if he does, I think it's actually to their detriment, not to their help. All right, Brent, number 5.
A numero cinco.
All right, you got that one right.
De Mayo.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, here we go. Number 5. Anthony Davis will be the finals MVP if the Lakers win.
True. We all know that LeBron, when they first got together, was handing the reins to him and saying, hey, buddy, you got to do this. LeBron's in his 17th season. Age-wise, he may not be much older, but leg-wise, he is. And LeBron is trying to win that chip, but he knows it's on the back of AD. That guy, when he gets going, there is not an answer for him in the NBA right now. LeBron, sometimes he'll force shots and have to try to penetrate and people get in front of him or have to shoot over people. AD is just a special type of player, and not many people have an answer for him, and I don't think the Heat will either, even though they have Bam. I just believe that just like he's been in the previous series, like against the Nuggets and things even, I think AD is their ticket to the championship.
Can I say true and false? Okay. The reason I say that is because I think if the Lakers win, I do think he will be the finals MVP with LeBron James. I think if they win, I think AD definitely has to be the best player in the series. But I think if it's even close, you're going to see dual MVPs. You're going to see both of them standing there holding the trophy because it's going to be history. LeBron played probably his best game of the playoffs in the closeout game of the Nuggets. Played amazing, looked great down the stretch, carried him. If we see that LeBron, but we see like the AD that was in the Houston series and a lot of the Nuggets series, it's going to be hard. They're going to split votes. So if the Lakers do come out on top, I see both of them holding that trophy at the end. LeBron will become the first player to win finals MVP with 3 different teams. And it will kind of be this torch passing event with him truly handing the reins over to Anthony Davis, which I think ultimately will extend his career.
Wouldn't you think it was funny if LeBron won it and then his whole thing about the narratives getting these awards and then and he actually wins it so he can get the 3 on 3 different teams?
All right, guys, that's our quick true and false. Share this with your friends that love basketball. Share the questions. Put your answers in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Make sure you check us out on our social media. We are at midrange_game on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, our pod is available wherever you download your pods from, so check that out as well. Brent, I know you got something for us, man. What's your outro, buddy?
I actually got that.
Oh, all right, guys. What movie is that from?
You
All
can't
right.
handle the truth.
Oh, there you go. All right. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here, but we will see you after game 1, hopefully, to do a breakdown of the game. Enjoy the game. Like, subscribe, comment below. Have a great day. Peace.
Peace.